Hey everybody, this is Let's Read Part 5 of From Time to Time, made by Crystal, the Alacon Princess. And I'm your host, Kenny Watson, 100 here, like always. Okay, let's get this underway. Part 5. Crystal didn't have a... Crystal didn't have very... Crystal didn't have very success at first when trying to find something new. But the crash is where Crystal was heading. It didn't sound like a normal crash. It sounded like a bigger. It sounded bigger. I'm such an idiot with reading right now. Crystal thought to herself. She ran and ran and ran. She couldn't exactly. She couldn't exactly. She couldn't exactly know the crash's destination. But smoke started rising a few meters away. She ran to that point, and there it was. A time traveler. Doctor Who! Yeah! Nobody turned out to be in it. Right? Where did this come from? Crystal thought once more to herself. Crystal, where were you? It's late. You've been out here for hours. Crystal, Celestia said, dragging her back in. What was that thing? She asked once more. Well, you see, it was some kind of a time machine. Crystal answered. Bring it in, exclaimed Luna. Like that thing is gonna... Like that thing's gonna fit through the door, Crystal mentioned. Twilight chuckled. Just teleport it in here, then. Just teleport it here, then. Celestia suggested. Like it's not going to, like it's not going to go through the roof. Just come outside and see it, Crystal said. Let's wait till morning, Luna yawned. They all crawled to their beds for the night. Come on, hurry, I want to see it, Luna pleaded as she was pulling Crystal out of bed. Fine, fine, Crystal groaned. She managed to get off her bed and show her the machine. Well, I'll be, Luna stared in amazement. She appreciated it. She approached it. I'm such an idiot. I want to move it more near the castle and experiment it to see if it still works or if I can fix it, Crystal mentioned while pulling it back to the castle. As Crystal placed it by the castle, she flew around it. It's not that big, Luna reminded her. I know, Crystal reminded Luna. There, it should work now. I fixed it, Crystal said to herself as she put the tools down. Crystal was going to try it out later. Celestia wouldn't stop looking out the window to see it. She thought to herself, what if Crystal doesn't come back when trying it out? She was too nervous to try it out, so she just stayed put. After lunch, Crystal went outside with Luna and Twilight. Are you sure about this? Asked Twilight. Well, it's going to work for my next experiment. Well, it's got to work for my next experiment, Crystal said. Can't you just use the time-traveling spell? Luna nervously asked as she drew more closer to the machine. What is Pegasi? What if Pegasi want to travel? They don't have the magic to, Crystal mentioned as Crystal stood in front of it and started walking inside it. Luna had to keep herself from cracking. Crystal pressed different buttons and different switches. Then it happened. She was traveling through time. Take me to the night of the gala, Crystal exclaimed, but before she was there, darkness covered the place. To be continued. Oh my. Again, it's a great story. Very interesting so far from my dad. And, great grammar like always. Um, Doctor Who's reference was in there though. What am I doing? I'm like one of those guys who does commentary right after a freaking, they name a boo blah blah blah. Alright, this has been Let's Read from Time to Time, Part 5. Hope to see you guys next time. Yeah!